Days back, India was witness to visuals which left them completely shocked and aghast. RJD chief Lalu Prasad now has added fuel to the fire with his controversial statement on the Bihar mass cheating incident. The former Bihar chief minister has said that if his party was in power, he would have assisted students in the process of copying by providing them books, so parents didn't have to quite embarrass themselves by climbing onto rooftops and windows. Listen in.
देखला 5 दिन पहले एकदम तार कितना बिल्डिंग जोन बा वही पर छिपकली के तरफ चढ़ के मैट्रिक के परीक्षा में अपना लड़का के चीट ढुकावता रहा। हमारा राज्य में होत रही सब काम। हम किताबें दे देती सब लिखा सब किताब दे।
Lalu Prasad's statement comes days after Hajipur in Bihar witnessed large-scale copying by students during the state board matriculation exams in the state. Over 700 students were expelled over the mass cheating racket after parents and friends scaled 3- and 4-story exam centers to pass on chits to their wards. All right, let's get a larger perspective on what principals from schools make of this comment. Anika Mehrotra, Principal Kalka Public School, Delhi, is with us, as well as Rohit Singh from Patna. Before I go across to Anika, I want to go to Rohit. Rohit, you know, it's quite interesting how politics is at play over this incident. On one hand, we spoke to Mr. Jha from the RJD, and he went and suggested that this was colloquial language, it was made in a lighter way. On the other hand, even the JDU is not outrightly criticizing Lalu there, stating that it's his personal view and it was made in a lighter way.
Well, Preeti, let me give you a small brief as to what has happened today. How serious is the JDU government? How serious is Nitish Kumar regarding all this thing? Can be gauged from the fact that in the assembly today, when the session was going on, there was a debate that was going on this massive cheating in the matric examination. That's the class 10.
Right.
And replying, giving a final reply from the government, Mr. P.K. Shahi, the education minister, today says that which is the state where cheating does not take place. Cheating takes place in IAS, IPS examinations also. So this is the kind of attitude which the government is having at this point of time, and that is why measures are not being taken. Though the government is saying that they are taking strict measures to check cheating, but nothing is happening on the ground until today. The final day of the 10th examination, we have witnessed on cameras, we have captured cheating visuals across the state.
You know, Rohit, just stay on with me. We're going to take a viewer. Shobik is joining us on the phone line. Go ahead, Shobik. What do you make of the comment by a political leader? He is the former chief minister of Bihar, going out making complete light of an incident which should have left him shocked.
Yeah, hi Preeti, this is Shobik from Ranchi. I would just like to correct you. Lalu is saying that he had allowed books in during his time. So, and you are interpreting as he would allow. But he had already allowed during his time, which he tries to say to his voters that bring me back again so that I can allow you again. He had allowed it. In Bhojpuri, he is saying he had already allowed during his time.
All
this
right.
is what I want to say.
Well, that makes the situation even worse, Shobik. Appreciate you joining us from Ranchi. Shobik, they're saying that the former chief minister had already allowed copying, mass copying during his tenure, and now is asking to be voted back on the same grounds. I want to go to Anika Mehrotra. She is the principal of Kalka Public School. Anika, you know, it's coming right from the top. The political dispension right now clearly responsible from what we are witnessing right now on ground.
It's really very, I mean, sad is a very mild word. Look at the callous approach towards it. We say the students are the future of this country. Education is the base by which they are going to move ahead in this competitive world.
Right.
And look what is happening in a board exam. Well, imagine that this is what when it's happening when exams are going on. I still wonder, I'm sure while the papers must be sealed and sent across to centers, what must be happening during those critical hours. So a lot has to be checked into it, and that is why our education system has to be revamped. It strictly has to, we have to look into it. Why the urge and why the need for cheating?
All right, you know, Anika, stay with me. I want to go across to CP Thakur from the BJP Bihar unit. He's on the phone line with us. Mr. Thakur, understandably, you must be now shocked, outraged at the comment made by RJD leader Lalu Prasad.
Actually, thing is that this school education is in mess in Bihar, and there is no proper teaching, quality of teachers.
But Mr. Thakur, that is understood. That was at display rampantly by the visuals that we are showing. That is understood that there is hardly an education structure where Bihar is concerned. But it's coming right from the top. Former chief ministers are going ahead and stating that there is nothing wrong. I'll give you books. Why pass on chits?
Students are feeling difficulty in getting answers and replying the question. That is the problem. So we have to strengthen the school education.
What do you make of Lalu Prasad's comment?
Lalu's comment is because he might have given this comment in desperation. Therefore, he said, if I would have been there, I would have given books to the students. Actually, I did once. I was asked to invigilate and prevent, say, this copying in medical education. What to talk of this is matriculation, medical education. And some of the very, say, bold type of students or criminal type of students, they were copying from medical books. And the rest of the boys, they were writing from the, say, okay. So I said, everybody use the book and...
So you also allowed copying when you were...
Just a minute. You don't conclude in the middle of the talk. Then I went immediately to the principal. I told him that unless you do good education, blind education and quality education, they will do it. So don't worry. Then we arranged for the finishing the course 6 months earlier, then revision, and I completely stopped copying in medical education. Completely. Somebody told me that you will be cheated. It doesn't matter. But now there will be no copying. So any government, whether this government or that government, they have to arrange for education.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate you joining us, Mr. C.P. Thakur from the BJP unit of Bihar, clearly stating that copying, cheating is a way of life where Bihar is concerned. It is the initiation where education in Bihar is concerned, not just matriculation, but right till the end where medical examinations are also concerned. Swaraj from Pune is our next caller. He's on the phone line with us. Swaraj, what do you make of all that you're seeing? You have Lalu Prasad at one end who's saying that I had provided books during my tenure. I'll continue to do so. On the other hand, in the assembly, there are members of the JDU who are getting up and stating that what's wrong, even IAS officers do cheat when they appear for their exams. On the other hand, you had Mr. Thakur from the BJP saying that, you know, accepting what is a bitter truth, that this is the way of life where Bihar is concerned.
Definitely, madam. It is very disappointed and disturbing that such a senior leader from Bihar gives a statement and the party justifies the statement. I think in these days they are Lalu and Nitish together in the politics.
Right.
So we expect from the senior leader like Lalu Yadav to put pressure and stop such things. But I think because of the political compulsion, Lalu should support that, and it also shows how political parties are.
Appreciate you joining us, Swaraj. I want to go across back to Patna where Rohit is with us. Rohit, I believe you have students with you. What do they make? Now, these are students from Bihar who appear for these examinations. So clearly they must be feeling encouraged with the comments made by their political leaders.
Well, Preeti, let's straight away talk to these students who are really shattered by what is going on in the state in the last 5 to 6 days. First, let me ask you, don't you feel humiliated by the pictures of all those massive cheating that is going on in the state? And now RJD Supremo Lalu Prasad also says that if I come back to power, if there is my government, I will allow cheating.
Yeah, this is bad, but I will say that it is happening from a long, but now the media is putting in mirch masala and all, and it has made a major topic. It's totally the fault of the government. In CBSE and ICSE examination, we have seen that the students are not using this types of unfair means because their system is made, a proper system is made for conducting examinations, and proper laws are made, and not only made, they are being followed.
All right, so there are honest people as well. You know, I'm coming back to you, Rohit. Just coming back to you, you know, just going to come in there for a second, coming back to you because we have on the phone line Ajay Alok, spokesperson from the JDU. Mr. Alok, you know, the question I want to ask you first up is, are you embarrassed by the comments made by your counterpart, RJD Chief Lalu Prasad?
No, whatever Lalu Yadav has said, he has said it in his own capacity.
Aren't you embarrassed?
Why we should be embarrassed? It's his opinion. He is entitled for his opinion.
But do you think it's the right opinion, or do you think it's the wrong opinion? Or you're going to be politically astute and say it's his personal capacity?
See, number one, he has all within his rights. He has made his opinion and he has made certain comments. And I'm no one to endorse it or no one to oppose it.
Of course, you are somebody who will oppose it. Why are you you're definitely in a capacity to oppose it, Mr. Alok. Your government is in dispension where Bihar is concerned. The former Chief Minister of Bihar is coming on a dais and stating that he would have organized rampant copying by giving out books. If you don't criticize it, who else will criticize it?
First of all, he didn't say that he would give book. He was telling in different terms. Please listen to the whole sentence.
Why don't you stay with me, Mr. Alok, and I will make you listen to it. Do stay with me, and I urge you to stay with me, Mr. Alok. I will play that reaction of Mr. Lalu. However colloquial it might be, you tell me whether or not he said that he would have not provided books or not. Do stay with me though. We are going to play that reaction right now for you to hear.
देखला 5 दिन पहले एकदम तार कितना बिल्डिंग यून बा वही पर छिपकली के तरफ चढ़ के मैट्रिक के परीक्षा में अपना लड़का के चीट ढुकावत रहा। हमारा राज्य में होत रही सब काम। हम किताबें दे देती सब लिखा सा किताब दे।
Mr. Alok, I hope you heard that, the last 2 lines. I'm fairly proficient in Bhojpuri. I can translate it for you.
Of course, I heard that. He said कि हमारे राज्य में सब होता रहे क्या? That means कि उनके राज्य में ये सब चीज नहीं होती. He's entitled for his opinion. That's what I'm saying. But we all know.
But no, you have a dais today, Mr. Alok, Mr. Ajay Alok. You have a dais where you can. Your government is in dispension in Bihar. If you don't criticize the former chief minister who is going on record and endorsing cheating, then who will?
We are not endorsing cheating. We are against cheating, and that's why government.
Do you criticize? Do you criticize Lalu Prasad Yadav, or do I? It's quite amazed because there are a lot of viewers who are watching. Why is it so difficult for you to accept that what he said was wrong?
I'm telling you right from the beginning that he's entitled for his opinion. He was addressing his own constituency.
Do you think it's the right opinion or the wrong opinion? What side of the divide do you stand on?
Made that comment. As far as we are concerned, he's not a part of the government. He's just supporting the government from outside.
I understand, but do you agree? Do you agree? Mr. Alok, there is only 2 ways. There is only 2 ways of looking at this. Either you agree with what he said or you don't agree.
We are against cheating of any kind, and anyone who endorses cheating,
you cannot, Mr. Alok, at this point of time, you cannot operate on an independent island and say that we don't endorse or oppose in what he's saying. This is a former chief minister of your state. Political compulsions might make you right now not oppose with what he's saying, but don't you think it's your moral authority? There are students from your state who are watching this broadcast. Shouldn't you criticize him for saying what he did?
Don't read between the lines, number one. Number two, I have clearly said, we are not endorsing anyone. He may be former chief minister, he may be former prime minister.
Are you opposing it?
That is not our concern.
Are you opposing it?
We cannot endorse cheating, and we cannot support anyone.
Are you opposing what Lalu has said, sir? Are you opposing it? Do you take offense?
I have heard the whole statement even now, and I have heard the whole statement even earlier what Laluji said in his whole speech. He said that we'll give books, but if the student is...
Mr. Alok, it's I must admit, it's rather shameful, sir. It is rather shameful just because RJD is giving you support from the outside. Just 2 months ago, you would accept something entirely different.
When I'm telling you straight away that we are not endorsing anyone who supports cheating.
What stops you from criticizing somebody who has gone on and openly advocated cheating? I'll tell you, sir, it's political compulsions. That's what's stopping you. But appreciate you joining us.
You are also free for your opinion. Please have your opinion.
Sir, most of Bihar, most of the students who are watching this broadcast, I admit, have the same opinion. We just made you hear those reactions earlier on. And it is sad today because you're refusing to take on someone who's advocating cheating, and everybody does know why so.
We are not endorsing anyone. Again, I'm telling you.
Neither are you criticizing. What does that make you? Neither are you criticizing. What does that make you? A co-conspirator.
He was not criticizing. He was addressing a public function. And during the part of
What is the public conference? He made a statement publicly on a dais.
He made a function on the public dais. If the public was listening to him.
You know, Mr. Alok, it's baffling that you have gone for 5 minutes defending a statement like that, sir.
And you are asking me to criticize. Why don't you criticize him? Criticize him.
We are criticizing it. It's a moral obligation to do it, and so is yours.
Please go to it. We are doing our job. We are preventing cheating. As a government, we are doing our job. We are preventing cheating.
All right, appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you joining us.
Action against all those who are cheating.
Appreciate you joining us, sir. Appreciate you joining us. Your comments there, JDU spokesperson refusing to criticize what RJD leader Lalu Prasad said it is in his personal capacity. We'll keep tracking details on that account. We're getting into more breaking news coming in on the story. Meanwhile, Education Minister of Bihar PK Shahi is defiant despite a High Court rap over the mass cheating events. PK Shahi today told the State Assembly that there is no state which is untouched by theft. Defending the mass cheating, Shahi said that even medical and IAS exams also see cheating. Well, that is the latest news break that is coming in from nobody less than the Bihar Education Minister PK Shahi, making light of the entire incident and saying forget about matriculation exams, even IAS and medical examinations have rampant cheating. I want to go across to Rohit Singh. You know, Rohit, this is the ideology which depicts how deep the rot runs in the state of Bihar. Rohit, are you with me? Yes, go ahead.
This has become like a Yes, Preeti. It's become like a part and parcel of life in Bihar because it's been going on since decades and decades, whether it's the Congress government, whether it was the RJD government or now the Nitish Kumar dispensation. Cheating is rampant in the state, but it's only like in the last 2 to 3 years that the media has now started focusing this, that it has come to light. And let me get a few reactions from the students here themselves. What is your reaction? Are you not angered by Lalu Prasad's comments that, okay, I'll allow books to cheat if I come to power?
I'm just shocked. Earlier, Bihari students were known for their hard work. And they were known for this thing. But today, I just feel scared that if I go outside Bihar, won't people ask me, are you a cheater? Have you worked hard for these marks? And people will raise questions on my hard work. And I just want one question, ask one more answer from my Chief Minister, that is the Jungle Raj coming back?
Well, Preeti, that's an important question. Is the Jungle Raj coming back? And I'll take one more question from a student here. Do you feel scared going to Delhi or Bombay because people there might say, okay, you come from a state where cheating is rampant?
Oh my God, I feel really scared and I feel so sad about those students who have worked so hard, and when they'll go outside Chennai or Delhi or whatever place, they'll get to hear that you are a cheater, because I have seen the pics and I'm feeling so sad that ministers like Nitish Kumar and even Lalu Prasad Yadav have such a experience, but they are being so bad.
So that's the reaction from the students, Preeti. They are scared going to places like Delhi or Bombay because there people might say, the students might say, okay, you come from a place where cheating is rampant, you have got more marks because you have cheated in your examinations.